Good afternoon, everyone. Matt and Maria, Nomadic Native, back with you. Thanks for tuning in. So it's been a couple weeks since we uploaded a video. The reason for that, if you're with us over on Facebook, the Nomadic Native Facebook page, then you already know that we suffered the tragic loss of our little French Bulldog, Maggie May, a couple days ago. It had been coming for a couple weeks, and we're still mourning her loss, and that's the reason for our delay. Please try to understand and forgive us, and hopefully everything will be back to normal here soon. Sometime soon, maybe. So in our last video, if you remember way back when, we said we were going to do a question and answer, and we asked you to leave your questions in the comments and over on Facebook, and you didn't disappoint. So I've got it pulled up, and we're just going to go down the list here and try to answer your questions. First one comes from Ray J. And Ray J wants to know, are you happy with the slide system on your Winnebago? He says he's heard that some people had some issues. I know where that's coming from. On the Forza models, the early models, they had the Shunt slide system. A lot of people had trouble with them, and they were taking those back to Winnebago, and Winnebago was replacing that Shunt slide system with the Power Gear system. Our coach came with the Power Gear system. We haven't had any trouble with it at all. I lube it once a month, you know, with the spray lube, and haven't had any trouble. So yeah, we're okay with it. Next question comes from Joe Allen, and Joe wants to know, if we had it to do over again, would we choose the same rig and the same company, same manufacturer?
And after thinking about it for a while, yes.
Yeah, we talked it over a little bit. Yeah.
Would like a half bath, but
no. When we was looking at this, she did not want a half bath. Okay.
That's only because it had the bunk beds in there.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Now, if we had the half bath, we could have a regular bathroom, and we could have the composting toilet and the half bath. We'd have best of both worlds. It'd been awesome, but no. Actually, we're really happy with this coach.
We are.
We like this coach. We like the layout. It works for us. We'd buy the same coach, same manufacturer. Yeah, we'd do it again. Let's see. Next question comes from Charlie. Charlie wants to know, what kind of mileage do we get?
We get good mileage.
Compared to what?
Well, you know, we keep our speed at 63.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot.
And we're not driving into wind or going up and down hills. On a perfect good day, it's 9.5.
Yeah, we average about 9.5 on a good day.
Yes.
But if we're headed into a, you know, if we're fighting a headwind up and down the mountains, whatever like that, on a bad day like that, it can get down as low. The lowest we've seen it is about 7.5 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it go below that. So 9.5 is the high, 7.5 is the low, and it totally depends on the conditions we're driving in.
Right.
So yeah. Let's see, next question comes from my buddy Colin. Colin Tonka's dad. That's the name of his YouTube channel. He's over in the UK. He's the only UK YouTube channel that I could find who actually owns a Winnebago in the UK. So Colin Tonka's dad. Check out his channel if you get a chance. And what Colin's asking is, what made us decide to travel around the country the way we're doing?
Yeah, well, after Matt had convinced me to retire the second time,
it was a fight.
There was no way I was going to retire and just sit at home, you know. Yeah. We had the sightseer, and we were doing the weekend here, weekend there, and decided we're gonna travel.
Well, it took a little convincing, and I think the final straw was when I told her, look, we spent most of our adult lives protecting this nation. Let's go see it. So that's it for me. I want to see it, and that's why we're doing it. Yeah. So there you go. Let's see. Next question comes from Team Terry Arvine. Check out their channel, Team Terry Arvine. And they want to know how the ACs are working out for us. These new Mach 8 Plus ACs. So far, so good.
Yep.
Yeah. They seem to blow more air out of the vents. They're blowing cold. They're cycling like they're supposed to. We haven't had any issues with them so far, but we're still early.
Yeah.
It's not even been 90 days yet, so we'll see. Let's see. Next question comes from Stephen Newsom, and he's asking about the location of the shunt for the battery monitor for our solar system. That has to be placed within, I think, a foot of the battery bank. So the shunt is back there in the battery bay, mounted on the wall behind the battery bank. That's where it goes. And the reason it has to be mounted that close to the battery bank is for accurate measurement. So that's where it is. Let's see. That was a good question. Next question comes from Ray Paul. This is also a good question. It's something that not many people think about. These Class A RVs have overhang from where the rear tires are. The RV keeps going, and all that is overhang. And what he's asking about is scraping the bottom of the coach on the road. Where this happens usually is when you're leaving a truck stop, you're getting diesel, and you're pulling back out onto the hardball. There always seems to be a little dip there to get back onto the road out of that truck stop. And if that dip is too much or you're going too fast, your rear wheels fall in that dip, and the frame rails on the bottom of the coach at the back will scrape on the pavement. Okay.
Yeah.
We've done that once.
Just once. I was driving, and I think it was because I went too fast out of the driveway.
Yeah, you just went just that little bit too fast.
Yeah. And it
scraped on the back of on the road. You know, the rails scraped on the back of the road. Now I'll tell you who you need to ask about this is he has a 36G, same model as ours, same year model. RV Vagabond Jerry is his YouTube channel, RV Vagabond Jerry. And the reason you should ask him is because I recall a video he made where he had some commercial caster wheels mounted to the rails at the back of the coach, just for that reason. I don't know how it worked out for him, so you'll have to visit his channel and ask him over there. Sometimes you can catch him here on our channel. He comments in our comments sometimes. But check out his channel and pose that question to him. I think he can give you some really good info. As for us, we've only ever done it once.
Yeah.
We're very, very careful about it. And we go really, really slow coming out of those truck stops. Let's see. The next question comes from Joe Allen, and he's asking how much PSI we get out of the air hose out of the front. And Joe, I wish I had checked. I wish I'd looked that up for you. I didn't. What I can tell you is that when we took delivery of the coach, it had 110 PSI in all the tires. Until we had it weighed, I couldn't change it. So I kept them at 110. I used that air hose to keep them there, so I know it'll do at least 110. My guess is it'll do more than that. But I've only ever used it to go to 110. After we had the coach weighed, we're about 1,500 pounds light. We're not maxed out. So after we had it weighed, our pressures are 85 in the front, 95 in the rear. No problem. The air hose takes care of that, no problem. Let's see. And that's it for the YouTube questions, I guess. I hope I didn't miss anybody. As for questions we got from Facebook and private messages, questions, there's only one that I really need to address. I answered all those other questions before, but there's one I want to address. It's kind of funny, and I know where the question came from now. When I read the question, I didn't know where it came from, but the question was this: If you bought everything you needed to live in your RV at Walmart, could you do that on $500 a month? That was kind of came out of the blue. But I started watching a few videos there, and I found a video that I think that question is coming from. Friends of ours posted a video and said some information, gave some information like that. Now, as for us, if we bought everything that we needed, food, cleaning supplies, bathroom stuff, dog food, everything at all, everything and anything, and we bought all that stuff at Walmart, could we do that on $500 a month?
No.
Nope.
No.
Not even close.
No.
In my opinion, now maybe the question is, if we had to, if we really tried, could we do that on $500 a month?
We'd have to change the way we ate, what we fed our dogs.
Cleaning supplies, we'd have to change.
Yeah.
We'd have to change the way we live. We'd have to change the day-to-day. It would be life-changing to try and do that for us. The answer is no, we couldn't do it. So how much do we spend? No idea.
No idea.
No.
But I do know that when I shop, which is just running in and out, not just going and doing grocery shopping, but running in and out 2-3 times, sometimes maybe even 4. It's rare that I'll get out of there without less than $100.
And that probably has a lot to do with me because I guess a lot of people, they do their shopping, they plan their meals and all that, and I think Maria does a little bit of that, but about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll decide that I want something different than what she has planned, and she might have to run to Walmart and get something, stuff like that.
I don't know.
But I really don't think that, no.
And on top of all of that, I mean, we like to eat.
Yeah.
And we eat out a lot too, so, I mean.
But there's just no way we could do that.
No.
Now, we're getting ready to go to Texas for the winter. And we've made some changes to how we're handling our money. How we're paying for things, and we may be able to better track expenses. And if there's some genuine interest out there, we might be able to give you some expense data on a monthly basis over the winter. If anybody's interested in that, if you'd like to see some expense data while we're wintering down in Texas and Arizona and wherever else we end up, let us know down there in the comments. Maybe we'll make an effort to do that for you, okay? Maybe.
Maybe.
So I guess that's pretty much it, isn't it? Nothing else?
No.
Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. So if you haven't subscribed, we invite you to subscribe and follow along. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching the video, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.